have said. It's also the loyalty to the company, the kind of welfare measures they take, and the whole lot of the oneness with the company, with the company.
Yeah, the company.
That's what I mean.
Company
Yes,
takes
sir.
a
Yes.
lot of.
Yeah.
You see, rightly said by Mr. Sudhakar that it's very important. Your work environment is very important. You see, a worker or whoever is involved, supervisor, up to all the levels, first thing is they should feel the ownership feeling that they own. You see, and that sort of a feeling they should be given, and at the same time, then they are responsible for particular. They should be given a response. Yeah, they are responsible for the thing, and at the same time, there are some leeways on their these things. Whereas your hygienic conditions, work conditions are very important. Most of the shipyards here you go, and you see that in Indian shipyards, all these things are overlooked. Maybe a few shipyards are there.
It's important. HSC, what is
It's
considered?
very,
HSC is one of the very strong departments.
Output. Even in your house also, if your house is dirty, you don't feel like entering, working or whatever it is. I think, it's a very important, they should be given all those facilities.
No, in fact, over there, I've seen the management taking
And,
extra care on this.
I've seen some of the photographs what Mr. Tundu had brought. In the shipyards, they are so neat and clean, there is not even a person to be seen. There are no plates. You see here, you go in a shipyard in MDR or something like that, you find all over the place. You got to jump around over the thing. Somewhere you get hurt. These things also make a lot of difference in your work, housekeeping, work attitude and all that.
Yeah, that you can see at one glance you will know how things are organized in a particular place. Yeah.
So that organizing is very important to make a person, to get a maximum output of it.
It's
What
not
I would
only
like
that.
to know is that all these facilities and all this beautiful human relationship and the clean yards and big productivity, did it happen overnight in Korea?
Perhaps
Did it
not.
happen overnight in Korea? No.
And
What
this
did
has to
happen?
flow, and this has to flow from the
No.
top to bottom.
The question
It doesn't
is-
flow from bottom to top.
No, the question is that, is the chicken and egg? Does the shipyard grow first? Is the shipyard allowed to grow first? And then we have all this? Or we bring a culture from somewhere, import it, and then start a shipyard with all these facilities?
But I have got something to say that don't say it's a socially I'm making any discrimination. In India, the culture of the Indian population, as I say, it is the middle class. Again, I come back to it. Educated middle class, their environment is cleaner. Now, is it poverty? But when you go to Kerala, it is a different. There even a poorest of the poor also keep their environment clear. And this is glaring in Cochin shipyard. What you are mentioning, the environment. If you go in Hindustan shipyard, you see Garden Reach, you see Mazgon Dock, and you go and see Cochin shipyard is comparatively definitely very tidy. And that again, is the Keralite.
Yes. So
Is a
what
Kerala culture.
what we are trying to say is that
Sociological.
yeah, that probably within the shipbuilding industry also there are companies which are doing well or which have adopted these best practices even to a small extent. And if you look at the larger industrial map, you talk of Reliance, you look at the automobile sector, you look at some of the other high growth
You
areas.
see the L&T and Godrej.
Yeah.
They are two people.
So those work practices are existing. So this view that Indian workers or Indians are not really very productive, or by race or by type we are not hardworking. I personally feel, given a proper environment, given a proper inputs from the management, we can be as productive. In fact, we can be better than what is otherwise there, because we can think. What I understand.
Over here, I'll have a small point. If we compare Korea, Korea is like a small province in India.
Right.
Now, we have multi-culture, multi-habits, multi-this thing. So, we cannot, change all the culture and make it one this thing. So, I would suggest the point that can be common to all is the methods that they employ, which can be given,
Now I want you to note down the second point, very important, is this HRD. Human Resource Development for our Indian shipbuilding. This has been bothering me, and I am asking Adani to help me out, to set up a unit in Ahmedabad, Tribone Center, with the feeding information to the production, the computer-aided manufacture. Why every small shipyard cannot afford to have a Tribone, neither can they have all those. But they can buy a machine which can feed the numerical control technology. So the information, the CD can be given by this center. It will be a private body which will give. Then second thing is the project management and project helping. The total system. Where are you? Our people can go to them just in a day after starting and start. You are here. This is what it was your target. Today you are so much like. So management can take corrective measure to come to the schedule. You see, to maintain the schedule. So small scale sector shipbuilder may find it very expensive to have this. Let us have a centralized body. Let it be a private body. Today perhaps the time is right to set up such a facility or such an institution who can serve the various yard.
Here in Holland, there is a institute for training in dredging, which was sort of developed with a lot of simulators and a whole lot of equipment, with the funding of the Dutch dredging companies who are actually competitors among themselves internationally. But that's interesting part is the whole lot of people came together and developed a very good center and they use it.
Delft University is doing it. Delft University is doing it.
And also in Teskling there is another institute.
I would like to
institute.
mention
Yes,
here
sir.
that if somebody puts up a center like this, and if he is running it as a profit center, private firm, it's going to work. Otherwise, it will never work.
Yeah, it will be private.
It has to be
Only then it
commercially
will
and
work.
sensibly
But
operated. Yeah.
if you look at China, almost 90% of them have got Tribon. Tribon is not an expensive software, first of all. The only fear is you train somebody on Tribon, and after some time, he will go. Agreed. But does it stop you from training people?
That's
If
what
you-
I was saying.
If you stop from training people, you are nowhere. You should train people, train them on Tribon, let them do the job. Even if they leave you after 2 years, how does it matter?
No, we will have, in India
You should
there is
not-
no
should
dearth
not-
of.
Yeah, you
That's
should
what I
not
said.
worry, because finally,
Yes.
you need a naval architect plus Tribon. It's a very good combination. Naval architect plus Tribon trained, he gives you the best outcome.
See, this is
One- sorry,
next
here.
thing is the manpower as you were talking about. I am now trying to influence Gujarat, one of the leading engineering colleges, to start naval architecture faculty. I was the author to start Cochin University. I was the syllabus writer. and
There's
all
a
that.
small issue here, what I would like to bring out. There has been throughout, for whatever reason, a disparity or a divergence between white collar and blue collar. And we have a whole lot of training institutes and IT, physics and all that. But what about the skill level? Somehow there has been
So this is a
gap in that.
3-tier.
Mr. Kumar would like to say,
I just would like to say a few things. I think this importance of HRD is definitely there, the importance of work culture and ethics, importance of the working atmosphere is all very important. But as you correctly said initially, why did we slip up on shipbuilding? Why are we so well known for shipbreaking rather than shipbuilding? The idea of going back would possibly be that if we find out where we went wrong, then hopefully we will not make the same mistakes.
Exactly, yeah.
After all, even the car industry, the automobile industry till 20-25 years back in India was a castigated industry. It was absolutely down the dumps. But today, I think we do something like $8 to $9 billion worth of exports in car components, etc. I'm not sure of the figure, but that's what has been given. So nothing is permanent regarding the work culture or the work ethics. It can all be changed, as you correctly pointed out, given the particular atmosphere. So let's get back to where did we go wrong in shipbuilding in this country. After all, in late 60s, early 70s, probably we were doing more shipbuilding than Korea. In fact, Cochin Shipyard and Hyundai Shipyard were set up simultaneously
Yes.
with the same consultant, with the same layout of Mitsubishi.
Yeah, Cochin did 30 and they did 3 years.
This
1300.
3000 or something, right? So evidently something went wrong somewhere. One of the reasons could be the government policies which were in existence at that time. I do not know if many of you are aware. Government policy was that shipbuilding is a strategic industry, must be confined purely to the public sector. Money was just not available for putting up more shipyards. Private sectors were allowed to do only 3,000 deadweight ships till quite some time. Now 3,000 deadweight is nothing but a barge. After a long time they changed it to 10,000 deadweight, and thereafter it's only post 1991 regularization that private sector shipyards are allowed to build what they want to build.
Okay.
That was not all. Every single industry in India was given some sort of shelter. be it safety pin manufacturing, be it aeroplane manufacturing, be it anything.